I just, whenever someone is just like, here's how my brain works, which is weird. I see someone that I'm like, this guy rocks. I'm just, and my mind goes off and he says, I need to be in this guy's world. And that's how it was with Mike. And I'm like, this guy just rocks. I need to be in his world. And then whenever that gets into my mind, I don't stop. Like, I'm going to figure out how to be in their world somehow. And it's like, not in a weird way, but, I'm like, hey, man, like, I literally booked 3 separate tee times. And I'm like, come hell or high water, someone's golfing with me at this event.
That's awesome.
Like, and I'm like, I'm filling these tee times. And I had 3 different tee times. Sorry, Mike, if you're listening to this, you got bamboozled, hoodwinked, led astray. And I'm just kidding. But he so we went and golfed on Monday, and we're golfing, and he's like, dude, you've got a knack for, he's like, and you don't even qualify technically to be in Go Bonus. He's like, you've got a knack for being here. He's like, this is like the 3rd event I've seen you as a guest to, because they keep inviting you back. And I'm like, yeah, man, it's weird, isn't it? He's like, you need to start a podcast. I'm like, nah, man, I don't have 100 doors yet, because in my mind, I had a limiting belief that unless I had 100 doors, I had no value to offer people. And he goes, no, it's the most selfish thing I've ever heard in my life. Wow. I said, selfish? What do you mean selfish? And he goes, you are denying the access to this information to so many people just off the sole fact of your own ego. Wow. And I was like, whoa. So it went from an inferiority complex to a freaking mission to be able to be in, like, so you talk about having your cup full, right? Mm-hmm. So I cut the bottom off of my cup. Now, all the information, inspiration, tips, practical advice that I give from my mentors, I just let that flow through me through the podcast into everyone else and offer value to other people. That's the genesis of the podcast.